Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Deckin Around the Plug. Today, we are really excited to have Jonathon and Elettra on to talk about the upcoming Meadowlark Dentistry, Blue Jay Dentistry Deck. There we go. As I'm reading the cards in front of me right now. Before we jump into it, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, Jonathon, there you go. Jonathon, Elettra, how you doing today?
Good. Thank you.
Wow. We're really excited to have you guys on just because I know you have this upcoming project coming out, which from what we've seen so far looks absolutely amazing. I love the kind of theme of the deck and where it's going. But how did you come up with the idea behind the Blue Jay Dentistry Deck versus, anything else you could have done?
So at first we were thinking, okay, where do we go from here? Like the Meadowlark was just going to be by itself, and I didn't think anyone would even want it, right? So then we did okay, right? We did okay.
Yeah.
So then we were thinking, okay, where do we go next? Do we go just color changes and keep it boring? I mean, no offense to anyone that does that. That's great, But I didn't want it to be like a stagnant feel. I wanted it to feel like it's a full series that we're going somewhere with it. And so at the time, Elettra was dropping the Florence deck, okay, you have to pronounce it for me.
Yeah.
Florence.
We were live on Kickstarter together.
Yeah.
The name is Florencia.
See, I can't.
Florencia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking back and forth because we were promoting each other, and then I just saw our Pinocchio deck, which is like one of the best decks ever, right?
Absolutely.
And so we're just chatting, and we just clicked. We just got along, and we were talking back and forth, and so we were like, okay, if we pick a different bird and we pick a different profession, what would be fun? And so it bounced back and forth to multiple different things, and we ended up on the Blue Jay Dentistry. And so once it came out, we're like, oh, okay, this is great. We got to go with this one. And then so I pitched the idea to her, and she's like, I can do this. I think so. We'll see. And so, I'm like, we got to do it. She goes, okay. Just calm down. We can do it. So we started working on it, and it was probably in July. I want to say July or something that we really started working on it, because she had another great idea that is amazing, which is the bold deck.
Yeah, I had to work on bold.
Yes, yeah. So she goes, I have something amazing that I'm going to put out. And she showed me the whole development, and I'm like, amazing, right?
Nice.
So then I started, we finally started working on it, and it was clicking together. It was going and going. And it was a style so we wanted to keep the style the same as the Meadowlark, but at the same time, make it feel different. So again, it didn't feel stagnant. It felt like it was part of a series, but it wasn't just a copy paste.
Yeah, so difficult.
Yeah, which is probably more difficult because now you're working in someone else's style.
Yeah,
right. Adapting it to your own. And so she's been amazing with that. I don't know if you want to chat on it or anything, but I'm sure the frustration level through the whole process probably went up and up and up. But
we tried so many ways for realizing the illustration, so many styles. Yeah, and also we started from the back design, and putting together the dentistry and the Blue Jay team was so hard because I had no idea about the style, but we had to keep the mood. And yes, the two teams are very different.
Yeah.
And also Ras, so the previous illustrator, he is a very top quality illustrator. And I was feeling like, oh my God, he is he's so good. And this was embarrassing to me.
Oh, I mean, you crushed it.
Yeah, from
You
what we've seen so
totally
far.
crushed it.
Yeah.
See,
I'm
exactly.
very respectful towards work. So I've tried to make it personal without just copying his style and putting some fun in it. Yeah, because John and I, we are very stupid.
Yeah. That's why we love Jonathon
We're silly.
so much.
We're silly. Okay, we're silly. We're,
Yeah.
we still have a little kid in us,
That's
we
nothing wrong
like
with
to
that.
joke
Nothing wrong with
around.
that.
And, yeah.
Is this you guys right here?
No, so that was actually
These are Paige and Parker.
yeah. So that was like our fourth Joker that we tried. I don't know, but we started and we started with one theme and we tried to think of something. Okay, let's think of something else. Let's think of something else. And I said, you know what? Let's stop and let's go to something else. And she goes, no, I'm gonna get this. And so she was like, I'm doing it, right? And so she kept working and doodling and coming up with stuff. And I sent her pictures of my kids when they didn't have teeth, like one's missing one, missing 2 teeth and stuff. So then she shoots that picture over to me and I was like, oh my gosh, that's
So
amazing.
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh,
Yeah,
We drew also John, but we didn't keep that illustration in the end because I prefer drawing Parker than keeping John. I'm sorry. No.
No. She didn't want to scare people. I look terrible. Yeah, so that's fine.
No, maybe later I can show them the illustration.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, we'll have to set something up where we can see it now, even if it's off camera. That way, Jonathon feels better about it. But
right. No, you should see her doodles. Her sketches, her doodles are just incredible. Like better than anything I could work on for hours and hours to even come up with. And just
I started sketching when we had the lockdown here in Italy because of the COVID thing. Yeah, and so when I when I was trying to clean up the house, making some order, I was finding sketches under the sofa behind the bed. There were Blue Jay Dentistry sketches. Yeah.
Now you're from Italy, right?
Yeah.
Have you called Jonathon a Caso yet? Caso? Is it Caso? Caso.
Yeah, I'm from Italy, sorry.
Have you called him that yet?
Have you called me? What does the mean? I don't know.
Steve, what are you trying to get at here?
Yeah.
Nothing.
All right, thanks.
It's spelled P-A-Z-Z-O.
P-A-Z-Z-O.
No, C as in cat. C-A-Z-Z-O.
Okay. No.
That's just inappropriate, Steve. Come on now.
That's the only word I know.
Yeah, good job. We're not before 10 minutes yet, so thank you.
Look at it. Come on, yeah.
That being
He's a
said,
better person than you, Steve. He's a better person than you.
That being said,
my friend calls me that all the time, and it took me forever to figure it out.
So it's really funny, though. I have to say, with the Jokers, I think the one thing when I was going through the deck and I saw what you mentioned now is your daughter Paige, it reminded me so much of Boo from Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, it doesn't it look like it belongs in a Pixar film?
Without a doubt. And I absolutely love that aspect of the design.
Not too similar. Not too much.
She said she hopes it's
not too much. No, I didn't mean to copy anybody.
Not too similar. No, you know what it was? It's the hair. It's the hairstyle that did it for me, and I was like, oh man, it just had that reminiscent feel to it. But I think it absolutely crushed with the Jokers and just how well they fit the theme of the deck. I also love the fact that all of the aces had little Blue Jays worked into them. The little details you added into the deck were really just so phenomenal.
Thank you. And there are some more details than in the prototypes because the project has grown up and has changed. So I've changed also more the patterns and the colors. And the boxes have become different. Yeah. And there is also a special box.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. John and I are very are very excited about it, and we haven't shown a thing about this new box, but I'm very proud of it, honestly, and I think it's gonna be exciting for people too, or perhaps I hope so.
Are you allowed to show us, or
No. Mm-mm.
Nice.
No, this is
Okay.
like, this is amazing. Like, it's going to be so detailed, and so like, if we just showed a picture of the illustrations, like it wouldn't do it justice. And I want it to be like we show a picture of the actual box when we
But it's funny.
when we show it.
nice?
Yeah.
We look forward to it.
Yeah. So one thing, because she mentioned that a lot of things have changed, and so she's so detailed with the style has to be everything. Things have to make sense. They have to be cohesive throughout, and not just this deck, but for the series, even with the Meadowlark, is it cohesive with that, And so you mentioned the aces, and so that's kind of where that went through. And as we were changing the box and the collector's box that we're coming up with, she's added new details, and so she's taken that and brought it throughout the rest of the deck. So everything is very mindful and very strategic. She makes sure that you don't just throw something in just to throw it in,
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, she's very detailed for sure in all of her designs. So
Exactly.
I'm super excited to see what the final product is going to look like.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And we're actually using Paul. See, I'm not going to say the name again because I'll butcher the name.
Yeah, Busquero Newton.
Yes. See.
Yeah,
That's who we're using.
Yeah, Paul is a very nice guy. For example, last week we sent up the printing files, and I've told him the paper stock we had chosen. But today, since I always keep on thinking about the things I work on, like at night, on Sunday, on Saturday, I get like a paranoia. So I decided I wasn't happy with the color of the paper stock, and I called him, and it's Sunday, and I told him, all right, Paul, I'm sorry, but we have to change the paper stock. And I felt so bad, but he has been very kind as always. So we changed the paper stock.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then he'll kill me or double the price, maybe.
So now, where are you planning on printing the deck?
So the decks will be printed with Cardamonde.
Nice.
We're gonna have two editions. We'll have like a standard and then a cold foil. So that we want to do it all with Cardamonde.
It's my first time with Cardamonde.
Yeah.
Cardamonde.
They do phenomenal work. I mean, their products at the end of the day are spectacular. So
Yeah,
right,
I agree.
right. And so we're actually printing with Paul, the company that she was just talking about, for the tuck boxes and the collector's edition boxes.
nice.
And so we wanted to keep printed in Belgium, send it to Italy, and have everything together there. We're gonna do fulfillment with Joku, and also Mike Incantations.
Yep.
He's doing fulfillment called Brothership, and so we're going to be doing a joint fulfillment with them because people that you can actually talk to and very attention to detail for the packaging, making sure it gets to people safely and also at a decent price. So that's why we wanted to do like an EU and an A one, or US one, and so then it could we can keep the prices lower for fulfillment.
No, which is a great idea. We see so many
yeah.
campaigns that touch on one side of it or not the other. And it ends up being that you have great US price for shipping, and then you go to Europe and it's like $20 a deck for a $10, $15 deck. And everyone's like, all right, I'm not going to pay more than the deck cost for shipping.
Right.
So,
Shipping is terrible.
it really is. And it's a shame to see, but I'm glad to hear you guys are considering, both that European and North American kind of aspect of it.
Yeah, one of our solutions is that I start going going to the USA and back with like some hundreds of decks.
With some luggage and just ship it back and forth.
Yeah,
There you go.
We'll have to send like thousands of decks probably, so it's not gonna be easy,
Yeah.
but we'll do somehow.
I'm sure you'll figure it out, but just lots of big suitcases.
Right.
Yeah.
The carry-on. That doesn't fit, sir.
Oh my God.
So many shoes.
Yeah.
And so now you're planning on going with Kickstarter for this deck as well, correct?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll be doing Kickstarter and, hopefully we get a good response. We've been trying to push social media. We're going to start a push coming up soon and just hope to get a great response. I don't know, last one was kind of a fluke. And so hopefully we can at least do well. So, so yeah.
People loved it, man. And, it was a great deck and this deck is great. So I definitely look forward to seeing how well it does.
Yeah.
I love the Meadowlark one, of course, but honestly, this one I'm so excited about. This one we thought about so many things for so long that the details in it are way better than the Meadowlark. And from the collector's box down to the standard edition, it's going to be. I'm so much more excited about this one. I think this one is going to be actually a better product, which is what you want to do, right? You want to keep getting better and better. But and so I love the Meadowlarks. I think they I'm proud of them. I'm everything, but this one I'm even more proud of. Like I think I say I'm proud of, but she did all the work. So it's not like but
well, I mean, it's she did all the illustration, but going back and forth, it was a team, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're a good team. We're a good team. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. We look forward to the Kickstarter campaign, and it'll be an amazing product.
So any
thank you.
chance that we should be expecting some gilded decks in this whole campaign here?
Yeah. So there is.
You don't have to tell us what color. I'm just.
No. So
for the people out there,
there's actually going to be two different types. One type is going to be, so we're going to have like two different editions. We're going to have the one with just ink on the back, and then one with cold foil.
Nice.
Don't you want to tell the names at least?
Can I?
Why not?
I'll tell the names.
Oh, you can. Why don't?
Go ahead.
Why shouldn't?
Okay. So we're going to have the two of them. So our standard edition, the one with the ink on the back, is going to be called the Silver Frosting Edition.
Nice.
So I'll let you guess what the gilding of that one will be. What color will that one be?
Purple.
And then
okay, that's pretty
Color and I worked way too much together.
right. Yeah.
We're the same
I see
person.
what you did. Yeah. And then the second one is actually the Black Licorice deck.
Yeah.
And the Black Licorice edition. And so that one you won't know, because this one is like the gilding on that one is special. That one I'm super excited about. I won't tell you yet, but just a teaser.
I told John we should get the deck this way, and he was like, "Is it possible?" And I was like,
That's how it's like every time she goes, "What about this idea?" I'm like, "We can do that? Oh, we got to do that." Yeah.
We look forward to it.
Yeah. So right now there's a big issue because like in the U.S. there's one gilder who's doing like all the gilding, like for every single deck. So like Steve Minty has like a 6-month delay, or I'm exaggerating, but he has a huge delay. Jackson Robinson, his monthly shorts, those things are like 3 months behind for the gilded edition. All the Kickstarter decks, everything like that has gilding in the US, they're like super far behind.
Yeah.
By at least a month or two right now. And so right now with Meadowlarks, that's what we kind of ran into, where we should have been out a few weeks ago, and I'm still waiting to hear back. So we're going to be gilding with someone different, someone from Italy. Nice. And so we're going to be working hand in hand with them to make sure that everything goes smoothly. They don't have a huge backlog like over here in the U.S.
Nice.
And so we're going to test out, and the idea for the Black Licorice Gilded, I'm super excited about. I'm super excited about. So yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm not saying it's revolutionary. It's never been done before, but I'm just saying I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, honestly, I tried some new printing techniques myself this time. So I'm very looking forward to see the final results, because I think we're gonna realize some really rare or never seen stuff, and I'm very happy about it because I love printing.
Yeah, and that's one of the nice things about going with a smaller company that doesn't really deal with playing cards as much. They say, oh, we can do this, and you're like, oh yeah, like I'm not saying that Close Street, all these people are like top notch. I'm not speaking down on them at all. They do a phenomenal job. But when you have somebody who isn't used to the community, who isn't used to the gold standard of anything, they come up with new ideas, and so you're like, yeah, let's do that.
That's awesome.
So yeah, like I said, I'm super excited about this deck.
There are a lot of techniques and printing techniques related to books that are not considered as regards playing cards, but I love book design and a lot of kinds of gilding and bindings and things like that. So when I get to design playing cards, I love to thinking about different kind of boxes of techniques. And this is also true for letterpress printing and things like that. And yeah, it's really, really nice. And we can try to take advantage on this lack of communication between the two areas.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And so when should people keep an eye out for this campaign? I know dates are tentative and everything here now, but I know there was some discussion of mid-November was the kind of time frame for now, right?
Yeah, so mid-November is what we're shooting for. November 17th specifically is what we're shooting for. And we'll probably launch sometime midday, maybe early morning, so that we want to launch at the when everyone is able to do it, to be there. I want to do a live, like an IG live, just to chat with people beforehand and maybe right after. So we might do something like that, like a launch event or something like that. But it's so crazy because I wake up in the morning and I say, hey, good morning. And she's like, I'm going to sleep. What are you talking about? So it's like the time difference. I
can go to sleep so relaxed thinking, okay, John is looking after the whole campaign.
There you go.
Yeah. So it's actually really fun to we're 24/7. We can keep an eye. We can help people out. So the combination is actually pretty amazing. But
that's really awesome.
So we're gonna try to do like a launch event. I want to encourage people to be there right away because I want to do some giveaways for certain backers.
Nice.
I was talking with Steve about that. This guy's a genius when it comes to marketing as well. So I want to.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, you are, man. So yeah, I want to do some giveaways for the backers as thank yous, and some free decks to the first 5 backers, and then just sporadically drop some things in for people.
Nice.
But yeah.
And so where should people keep an eye out for more information as it relates to the launch date, as it relates to those giveaways, and as it relates to the deck in general?
So I'm on Instagram at Meadowlark Decks, all one word. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, so I'll be posting stuff. We'll probably start ramping up soon. We've been, I haven't really been doing a ton, but we've been working hard on getting all the files ready for for printing and everything like that. So we've really been making everything cohesive and fit, so that way when we do start announcing and showing more and more information, it's accurate and people can be excited about it. So yeah, pretty soon we'll start ramping up, and so I'll post on mine, she'll post on hers.
Nice.
But at Meadowlark Decks.
And we'll link to both, Meadowlark Decks and Elettra's Instagram below in the description for anyone who's interested in following. Definitely check out both accounts. This deck is going to be spectacular. We are really excited for it. So something to look forward to in November.
Heck yeah. There's a final view at it right there. The color might change, obviously, just because this is a prototype.
But yeah, it's going to be a fun deck for sure.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for coming on and kind of giving us a little bit of a sneak peek into the upcoming Blue Jay Dentistry deck. I'm really excited for it. Jonathon, I think your first deck in the series was spectacular. I like the fact that you've realized it needed to evolve for this to be something worthwhile, and I'm really excited to see where that evolution went.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, everyone, thank you so much for checking out the video. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow Jonathon and Elettra below on Instagram so that you can keep up to date on this project and hopefully get in there early on some of those backer giveaways.
Heck yeah.
Thanks, everyone, and peace.
Peace. Bye.